Welcome back to Better Living. I'm here with Dawn from the March of Dimes. This is a fantastic organization that does a lot of great work all over the country, but right here in our area too. Tell everybody what the March of Dimes mission is.
All right, our mission is to improve the health of babies by preventing birth defects, premature birth, and infant mortality. And I think all of us know someone probably who's had either a premature baby or even lost a baby. So it's obviously very common, and actually the statistics in Ohio are very bad. 1 in 8 babies is born prematurely here, and we are 45th in the nation in infant mortality, and that's on the bad end, and then we are 50th in the nation in African American infant mortality. That means more percentage-wise, more African American babies die here in the first year of their life than in any other state in the country.
It's so tragic, and I am so fortunate that I've never been in that situation, but I do know so many people, and I know so many people who've spent months with their baby in the NICU, and sometimes it's because they did everything right and something just happens, but a lot of times it's because we don't have the education that we need. We don't know. I mean, there are so many things that you shouldn't do when you're pregnant that you just don't realize. And then also that whole prenatal care. What does the March of Dimes do to kind of help with that education and prenatal care?
A lot of things. So you brought up a great point. A lot of women who deliver prematurely, the reason why isn't known. Medically, we just don't know a lot of times. So a big part of our mission is research. So we're putting dollars towards understanding the causes and trying to find some prevention strategies. Another big part of it that you also mentioned is education, both in the community and with our healthcare providers, trying to help women get better access to healthcare and to education about healthy pregnancies, healthy babies, and everything that goes along with that.
There are so many things, and I think half the things I hear are myths. You know, when you're pregnant, everybody has a story to share with you, whether you want to hear it or not. You know, and don't do this, and don't eat fish, or don't eat, you know, I remember my head would just be swimming during that time because I didn't know what was true and what wasn't true. If somebody is confused, of course they can go to their physician, but you guys have a ton of resources as well, don't you?
Our website, marchofdimes.org, has tons and tons of information. There's also a place to ask questions where you can get a medical response on that website. And then we have another separate website called shareyourstory.org, and that is where women who deliver prematurely or have a loss or just going through a difficult time or have a child with birth defects, they can log on to that. It's kind of a blogging or networking environment where people tell their stories. They can kind of help each other out by commiserating about the difficult things that they're going through and give each other advice and helpful hints on how to survive it from a more human aspect rather than a medical point of view.
That would be so helpful because I think a lot of times people feel like they're all alone. And when you're affected by something like that, it does consume you. And probably that's all you want to talk about.
Absolutely.
And so to feel like you have another ear, somebody that's been through the same thing, yes, would be so helpful.
So true.
So what can we do to help the March of Dimes?
I'm so glad you asked. We have our walk coming up. March for Babies is our biggest fundraiser. Our walk started in 1970. We were actually, this is a little known fact, the first nonprofit to do a charitable walk.
And look at everybody else that's jumped on your bandwagon.
We had such a good idea, I know. So our walk is Sunday, April 19th. It's at the Huntington Center. It's free to register. However, it is our biggest fundraiser, and we encourage everyone to donate and or fundraise. But everything starts at 8:30. We have a kids zone with bounce houses and face painting and the Toledo Zoo and Imagination Station, all kinds of great activities going on. We serve breakfast and lunch after the walk. All of that's free. We have vendor tables and just a great, great time. It starts and ends at the Huntington Center. All the activities before and after are indoors, which helps a little in case we have bad weather.
Yes, because you never know this time of year.
Right. And then it's just a downtown loop and just a fabulous day. And last year we had great weather, so I'm predicting that again.
We'll talk to John James about that and see what we can get taken care of. Absolutely.
Thank you.
He has a direct connection, I believe. Let's talk about what if people want to be involved in the walk. Do you register as an individual? Do you register as a team?
You can do both. www.marchforbabies.org is where you register. You can search for teams that are already signed up and join someone else's team. You can donate directly to someone else's team. You can join a team, start a team, or sign up as an individual. It's pretty straightforward. You can always call my office for help if you get confused. As soon as you sign up, you get your own fundraising URL so that you can put it on Facebook and
Awesome.
email it out to your friends and family and ask for their support.
I think that's a great thing because then people, not that you wouldn't always be legit, but then people know it's
Right.
really legit. That's what
Yep.
you're raising money for. Anymore, it seems very rare that we take, remember when we used to have the pieces of paper
Yes.
and we'd have people fill out what they were
The pledges,
pledging.
right,
Yeah,
right.
that's such a thing of the past anymore.
Right. We have a few walkers who still do that.
Technology is a beautiful thing.
It is wonderful.
So if we are going to walk and we raise money, let's say that we do it, some by the pen and paper, or perhaps we have some online, do we bring it with us that day?
You can turn in donations the morning of. You can also, we have a bank day at our office, which is at the corner of Central and Secor in the Westgate office building. We have donation turn-in time on Thursday the 16th from 7:30 till 9:30 a.m. and 4:30 till 6:30 p.m. Or you can always call the office and we can take care of things. They make a lot of deposits these days.
You will gladly make some exceptions for people if they
Yes.
want to give you money.
Absolutely.
Yes, well, and I think they should give you money. It is a great cause, and I
It
think
is.
it's a great thing to do if you know somebody who has had a
Absolutely.
premature baby or lost an infant. You do a team in their memory or in their honor, and
Absolutely.
it'd be a lot of fun too. It's a great way to show your kids that you're giving back. So make sure you get registered for the March of Dime Walk. It is Toledo's March for Babies, Sunday, April 19th at the Huntington Center. We'll be right back.